Good day everyone, and welcome to Theme Park Parlay here on Adventures with Parker. I know we normally do our videos on Thursdays, but we have some exciting news that's definitely worth a bonus video. Walt Disney World is now open. After a long 4-month closure due to COVID-19, the resort finally reopened its gates this past Saturday on July 11th. Today we're going to talk about what changes Disney has made to ensure social distancing and a look at how that first weekend went for the resort overall. So without any further ado, let's talk theme parks. First things first, I wanted to let you all know that I have a new username for my social media accounts. Now you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at ADVParker. That's right, we're kissing those pesky underscores goodbye. That being said, go give me a follow. I post daily pictures from past adventures on my Instagram, and I post theme park news, discussions, and channel updates to all of my platforms. Anyways, yes, the gates are open.
Finally, they're opening up the gates!
However, don't go to the park expecting the Disney experience you were used to before the pandemic. Remember that this is a phased reopening, and yes, there are many social distancing and safety protocols put in place, and some experiences have been modified to better protect guests and cast members. As of right now, the only parks that are open are Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. Hollywood Studios and Epcot will be opening later on July 15th. Within the parks, it looks like Disney has adopted most of the procedures and protocols they were using over at Shanghai Disneyland. Let's start with the capacity. Attendance to the parks has been limited. Disney hasn't publicly released the exact numbers, but most estimates indicate that capacity has been reduced to 30%. A reservation and a park ticket is required to visit the park, and when you go to make these reservations, keep in mind that Disney has different limits in place for different types of tickets. So there's a certain number of spots available depending on whether you're an existing ticket holder before the pandemic, buying a new ticket, or an annual pass holder. Also, the park hopper option is unavailable at this time. Temperature checks are required as you're entering the park, and face masks must be worn by all cast members and guests over the age of 2. And yes, Disney-themed masks are available for purchase inside the park at $6 per piece. There are a few relaxation stations around the park where you can take a break and remove your mask while staying physically distanced. Hand sanitizer stations are also available throughout the park, and you can easily find them using the park map on the My Disney Experience app. Physical distancing is encouraged throughout the park through the use of signage and ground markers, and attractions are being loaded differently as well. Some of them are being loaded one party per vehicle or every other row, depending on how the vehicle for that particular attraction is set up. Even in the parking lots, physical distancing will be enforced by parking cars in every other space. Barriers such as plexiglass have been installed at cash registers and at guest services locations. Cleaning and sanitation is prominent throughout the park, especially at high-touch points such as on attractions, in queues, dining venues, lobbies, and transportation. Any experiences that draw in large groups of people or involve a lot of interaction, such as parades, nighttime spectaculars, makeovers, character meet and greets, and playgrounds, will not be available at this time, and will return at a later, yet-to-be-announced date. But of course, Disney is using their magic to bring character experiences to the parks in a socially distanced fashion. In the Magic Kingdom, Disney is doing what they call character cavalcades, in which certain groups of characters will ride in floats down the Main Street parade route at unspecified times throughout the day. So if you want to see one of these cavalcades go by, it's kind of luck of the draw. Likewise, you can find characters sailing the waterways of Animal Kingdom. You can also see characters from a lot of the balconies around the parks as well. Now once Epcot reopens, You'll be able to see a similar procession of characters down the World Showcase Promenade, while Hollywood Studios will feature a motorcade of characters down Hollywood Boulevard. Kind of like the old Disney Stars and Motorcars parade. In some non-COVID related Disney news, guests can now see the newly painted Cinderella Castle looking fresh and ready to go for the 50th anniversary of the resort next year. The new rose gold paint scheme will also be accompanied by gold trimmings by next year. Also, Splash Mountain is still open for a soaking good time, as Disney is yet to announce the closure of this Disney classic before it becomes a Princess and the Frog adventure. Now, people have been in the parks, and things have been up and running for a few days now, so how's it going? Honestly, I'm hearing some mixed reviews. I've been seeing some posts on Diz Twitter claiming that people are not following the rules about social distancing, and that they're not wearing masks at all times. And of course, there's been a few hiccups, like the balloon incident that spooked a horse while Merida was riding down Main Street. And who can forget the infamous Disney Duck Girl during cast member previews. But then again, I wouldn't exactly call Diz Twitter a reliable source, you know? And most of the videos that I've seen don't look bad at all. And with crowds being as low as they are, I am so jealous of people who are visiting right now. Even though Disney has canceled FastPass for the time being, the longest wait is only about 30 minutes. And that's for Peter Pan's flight! So, honestly, if you're planning a trip, just use your own discretion. Are you comfortable going to a theme park right now? If the answer is yes, grab your mask, follow the rules, and have yourself a great time. I don't think you need to worry too much. With that, I can't wait for my local theme parks to reopen. Canada's Wonderland remains closed until a later phase, and the borders look like they're staying closed for a while too, so I won't be getting to any parks anytime soon. But in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload local adventures or theme park news and discussion videos like the one you're watching now. Follow me on social media using my new handle @ADBParker, and always remember to wear your mask, and the adventure is calling. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.